So as you can see here, the clicker's not working, it's not moving. Now we could grab onto the centre, twist anti-clockwise. Ooh, this one might not come out because it's so corroded. So first you take off the plug, and then you spin this out, and you can replace just this clicker piece. Now there are two different variations, one with a long one, this thread is further down here, or this one here. So you just got to make sure it's the right one. But obviously you can see nice new shiny chrome, and obviously on the old one it's all pitted and corroded. So even if we did put a new plug on, it'd look absolutely rubbish. So first we'll start by undoing the waist strap and then remove this back nut here. Look, as you can see, this one's not too old. I know it looks old in there, but it isn't a very old bathroom. Okay, so you can see this is very tight here. So what we're going to do now is grab hold of the thread and we're going to turn it and lift. So next thing is giving it a great big clean up. Okay, so we're ready to drop this in now because it's all been cleaned out. Now you can see this one is slotted, which means it's for an overflow. So obviously you have a slot in the porcelain here that channels up to here. Just want to make sure that we line that up. So now we can put on our rubber bush and then our nut. And now we can get this tightened up. Now, you've got to be a little bit careful not to over tighten this, because if you over tighten this will warp and then it goes oval and your plug doesn't want to click in properly. 1, 2, 3, and that should be enough to seal that up. So now we can put this back together and give this a tighten up. Now we need to make sure we don't cross thread this, because then it will leak. So there we go. So now for the most important part of the job, we need to test this. So let's fill it up, click in our clicker, and we're going to actually let it overflow as well. So we're going to let it run down here, make sure that there's no blockage here. And then and there we go, job done. So I've just got to get the plinth back on. Plinth? What am I on about? Pedestal. Anyway, I'll get that back on, and I've got 4 more to do in this property, but I'm not going to bore you with that.